Hello guys, it's your boys IK Satoshi aka Tochi's boy. So the main reason for this video is going to be about psychological level, one of the complexes I use on trading gold. So I will be talking more of psychological level, what it means, and how you can plug them on gold. As you can see, this is my 30 minutes time frame on gold chart. So psychological level are random numbers in which some form of maybe you went to supermarket or any market you want to buy something for yourself and you were told that the price is let me say 5,600, and if you want to price now you will start from something like is it not 5,000 or is it not 55, something like that. Those random number 5,000, 55, 6,000, 65. Random numbers are like that are psychological levels. And there are also levels in which hedge funds, those big players in the market, place their orders. So it is one of the concepts that it's very important if you want to trade gold using the strategy which I use. Is one of my complex, highly wrong for that matter. So I will go on and do some practical on how to plot psychological level on gold. So we will plot out, let me start. Where's my two, yeah. So we will start with 90, 50, 100. Yeah, 90, 50, 100. 90, 50, 100 is a random number. So if you want to know how to plot the next one, it should be 50 pips. It should be 50 pips between them. So the next one is going to be 90, 20, by 90, 20, 100 psychological level. And if you use your measure tool, you will see that yes, it's exactly 50 pips. If it is below 50 pips, that means if it is below or above more than 50 pips, that means that your psychological level is not correct. Yes, drag it to the next bar. We see that yes, it's exact 50 pips. Yeah, 50 pips. As you can see, the exact 50 pips right here. So that's to show you that the psychological level is correct. And if you want to plug the next one, the next psychological level is going to be 90, 2,500 psychological level. Yeah, 90, 2,500 psychological level. So those are the random numbers in which hedge funds, the banks, big boys in the marketplaces, their orders. So those psychological level are very vital. As you can see, price reacts when it hits psychological level. You see how price reacted. It hit psychological level, it turns back, reacted here, broke out from the psychological level, retested it and dropped. And it comes back to psychological level, it rejected back, it broke out from it, went up to react on this psychological level, and it comes back, reacts. You see, as you can see for yourself, psychological level is very vital. It's a very vital and important tool. You can give to all complexes in trading gold. So let's go on and plot the next psychological level is going to be 90, 30, 100 psychological level. As you can see, all of them are 50 pips different. 90, 25, 90, 30, 90, 20, 90, 15, all of them are 50 pips different. If you want to plot below here now, the psychological level is going to be 90, 10, 100. Simple as that. That's how you plot the psychological level on gold. So let's go on and plot as many as we can. For the sake of this video, the next psychological level is going to be 9035. 903500 is going to be our next psychological level because I've already promised you guys that I'm going to drop. My next video is going to be on psychological level. That is the main reason I'm doing this video, to show you guys how you can plot the psychological level on gold. So the next psychological level is going to be 90, 40, 100 psychological level, 90, 40, 100 psychological level. After that, if you can't, you can just be using, if this seems a bit confusing for you, you can be using your ruler tool to know where next you are going to plot the psychological level. Just measure it at 50, you stop and you plot the psychological level here. At 50, you stop, you plot the psychological level here. Oh, sorry, I'm double tapping. So 50 and you plot the psychological level here. Because the difference is 50, 50, 50. Yeah. I see 1945, 95, 1945, 100 is our next psychological level. See, 50 pips difference. So that's how you plot a psychological level on gold. It is very simple, and take note, and it's also very vital when you are trading gold, because it's one of the strong complex you can use to trade gold perfectly, to trade gold as a pro. So our next psychological level is going to be 19,500. All you need to do 50 pips different, 50 pips different, and you got a psychological level, and make sure it is a random number. Because psychological level are random number. Our next psychological level after this 19,500 is going to be our 19,100 psychological level. It is always random numbers when plotting your psychological level. So that is how it is. It's always random number when plotting your psychological level. And I will be dropping the strategy which I use on trading gold if I've got enough subscribers on this channel. So for now, henceforth, I'm just going to be dropping trade breakdowns, trade forecasts, live trading. But when I get enough subscribers on this channel, I'm going to be unveiling the strategy which I use on trading gold. The complexes I look out for on that strategy are psychological levels, F and R zone, which is the frequency and recession zones, and trend lines, chart pattern, or candlestick patterns. Those are the complexes I use on that strategy that I use on trading gold. The strategy my mentor taught me, which is the break and retest. All thanks to him, Tochi, Samuel Tochi. All thanks to him, boss. Can you do this one? So our next psychological level after this 1970-100 is going to be 1975-100. So I will plot one more psychological level and call it a day, because I don't want to bore you guys with this video. I don't want it to be too long. I just want it to be short and perfect. So our next psychological level is going to be 1980-100. As you can see, guys, it's always 50 pips different. It's always 50 pips different. Let me measure so that you can see for yourself one more time. Let me stretch this chart. It's always 50 pips different. Yeah, it's always 50 pips different. 50 pips different. So the next cycle. See? 50 pips different. It is always 50 pips different. 50 pips different between psychological levels. So mind you, you might come across a broker that it is only two numbers after the decimal point, something like this. Let me add another broker so that you won't confuse when you use this another broker, because the one that I'm currently using is Ohanda. So when you come across something like this forex.com broker, it is a bit different, I guess. Seems a bit different on this forex, on this broker. Yeah, it is different. As you can see, it's only two numbers after the decimal points, but The same pattern used on plotting on that first broker is the same pattern you are going to use on plotting on any broker you come across. So the psychological level 90, 20, 100 still stands, even though it's just two decimal, it is just two numbers after the decimal point, it stands correct. Your next one should be 25. Just pay attention to these two numbers before the decimal point. These two numbers are very vital when you are plotting on psychological level. The next one should be 1925. 1925 100 psychological level. The next one 1930. It's as simple as that. There is 50 pips difference. 50 pips. Even though this broker is different, when you bring out your measure tool and you measure it, it will still going to give you 50 pips difference. You see, 50 pips difference. So no matter the broker, once you know what you are doing in the market, you know exactly what to look for when you are plotting your psychological level. It's as simple as that. So that would be all for this video because I don't want it to be long, guys. So thank you, guys. So yeah, so boy, Satoshi, IK Satoshi for a reason. The grading is really good. The grading is really